Also discussed details of a maintenance shed at the new County Law Enforcement Center, which is planned to open in September. The shed is part of the next phase of construction, and its budget is no more than $250,000. Tonight, the LEC Authority Board presented an option of building a larger structure and putting building services offices on site at the LEC. Supervisor Matthew Ung says this is something the County Board would have to discuss as a part of its own master plan. He says he doesn't believe the larger building that was proposed would align with the original purpose of the LEC.
Original design and intent of the buildings out there was to have a maintenance shed. If we're going to be talking about moving offices and an entire department out there, headquarters of building services, that's going to be a discussion that we have as a county board in relation to other buildings that we have downtown in Sioux City and those needs. So
Ung says the board won't accept a change order for the project. He thinks the bids from local contractors for the original shed will be competitive to complete the work to service the actual facility.